welcome all of you for this. Today is our 6th day, and we are continuing our discussion of Sripad Ramanujacharya. Right? Yesterday we discussed a lot of things about him, but today we will discuss about him and about his devotee. And this class may get little bit delayed, थोड़ा late हो जाएगा, but I tell you, today's story will be so fantastic. आपने कभी सुने ही नहीं होगे जिंदगी में. और इसको आपने एक बार सुन लिया तो लाइफ जिंगा लाला. वो बोलते हैं ना, एक बार लगा डाला तो लाइफ जिंगा लाला. सो इस प्रकार से आपने ये स्टोरी को यदि आप सुन लिया और अपने जीवन में यदि आपने अप्लाई किया, then you will get lot of benefit. These stories are really amazing, and I really congratulate all that आपने इतना टाइम निकाल के आप आज आए. आपको छुट्टी है, आप टाइम पास कर सकते थे, फिर भी आप आए. तो चलो स्टार्ट करते हैं. एंड आई एम शेयरिंग माय स्क्रीन विद यू ऑल. श्रीपाद रामानुजाचार्य, एंड हियर अनोटेशंस बंद कर दिए. ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुः उन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. So yesterday we saw about how Ramanujacharya was the disciple of Yamunacharya. We discussed a little bit of Yamunacharya, that how he became a king, but his grandfather Nathmuni wanted him to again become a devotee of Krishna, and how he had Rama Mishra, so he devised the plan to get Yamuna back to the temple. So he sent Rama Mishra with this leaves, Tuduvallai leaves, and how he fed them, and king was so happy. King wanted to know who is supplying me these leaves. These are so tasty leaves, right? Then Ram Mishra was presented, and then Ram Mishra told him that I have something special to share with you. Come with me. So then king started walking, and both were walking, and that time Ram Mishra started chanting verses from Gita. And that's how Yamunacharya had transformation. Yamunacharya remembered his olden days when he was a kid, right? He remembered everything, and then he said, please take me to Ranganath Swami. And then he came to Ranganath temple, and then he had so many disciples, right? Then he started preaching, then he started giving lectures on Gita. But later he became old, and then he was searching for who will become my next successor, right? Who will take care of this temple? And then he came to know that Ramanuja has taken a birth. We also learned that Ramanuja was the son of Keshavacharya and Kantimati. And then we learned that how Ramanujacharya would learn in the Gurukul of Yadav Prakash, but Yadav Prakash became envious of Ramanujacharya because Ramanuja was very clever boy, very intelligent boy, and how he devised plan to kill Ramanuja, but how Ramanuja was survived, and then how he came to Kanchipuram again. We also learned that how Ramanuja, although a young boy, he delivered that princess from the ghost, right? And then how he went to Ranganakshetra from Kanchipuram, how he went to Rangakshetra to meet with his guru Yamunacharya. But he realized Yamunacharya had already passed away, so he was really, really sad. But he could see there were 3 fingers, they were erect, like they were folded like this. So then he said, I will fulfill the 3 vows, and then all the 3 the fingers, they opened up, right? And what were the 3 vows? He said, I'll preach the glories of Krishna's name. Then he said, I will write a book, Sri Bhashya. And then he said, I shall name one learned Vaishnava after Parashar Muni, right? And then we learned about Kanchipurna, how Kanchipurna used to talk with the God, and once he realized that why should not I ask about myself to Lord Krishna? So he asked, मैं इस जन्म में भगवत धाम जाऊंगा क्या? Then Lord said, Varadraj said, नहीं जाओगे, क्योंकि आप भक्तों की सेवा नहीं की है अपने अभी तक. So then he started serving the devotee in the farm, and that devotee realized, बाप रे ये तो कांचीपुरना है, ये तो भगवान का परम भक्त है, right? And then he again asked कि मैंने सेवा की है भक्तों की, क्या मैं अब जाऊं पाऊंगा भगवत धाम? Then Lord said, Varadaraj said, yes, now you are qualified. Then we learned about Ramanujacharya's wife. Her name was Rakshambal, and we saw that how she was proud. She was proud that I am Brahmana, and that Kanchipurna is Shudra, is low birth person. So she threw that Mahaprasadam plate in the gutter. So Ramanuja was really angry. And then after Mahapurna again came to Kanchipuram, right? And he initiated. Initiation का मतलब होता है दीक्षा देना. तो दीक्षा लिया उन्होंने रामानुजाचार्य ने महापूर्णा से, और मंत्र लिया ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. This mantra they chant. Om Namo Narayana. This mantra is given to the Sri Vaishnava people. Like, for example, I'm from ISKCON, so we get the mantra Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So Sri Vaishnava, they get the mantra like Om Namo Narayana. So they always chant this mantra, right? So now it happened that Ramanujacharya was thinking, यार मेरी पत्नी कितनी बेवकूफ है, हाँ, कि सब हर एक का अपमान करती है वो. She is insulting everybody. Okay, she is a Brahmana, but that should not mean that you should insult everyone, right? In Gita, Krishna says, Panditaha Samadarshinaha. The Pandita, the real intelligent person, he gives attention and he gives respect to everyone. He doesn't say, what he doesn't say? He is from higher caste, he is from lower caste, I will give respect to him, I will not give respect to him. No, he makes friendship with everyone. He respects everyone. Because why? You know, because he sees Paramatma sitting in everyone's heart. He doesn't say that I will only love dogs and I will not love cats. No, he doesn't say like that, because he sees Krishna in everyone's heart. He doesn't kill the smallest ant also, because he sees Krishna is sitting in the heart of that ant. So he respects that ant. And then once it so happened that this Mahapurna, who was the guru of Ramanuja, right, because he initiated him, he gave mantra to him. So he was staying in the house of Ramanujacharya. So once upon a time, it so happened that Mahapurna's wife, she was taking a bath. And beside her, you know, that time there were open bathrooms. Open bathrooms in the sense, there used to be a well, and people would fetch the water from well, and then they would just put that water on their whole body. आपने देखा होगा मूवी में कैसे पूरा बकेट डाल के स्नान कर लेते हैं, तो वैसे होता था पहले. So beside her, the Ramanujacharya's wife were taking bath. So Mahapurna, from that day's social standards, he was from lower caste, right? And his wife was also from lower caste, right? So while she was bathing, her water, you know, हम कहते हैं ना पानी उड़ गया, ऐसे नहाते तो पानी केवल ऊपर से नीचे गिरता है क्या? नहीं, सब जगह पे जाता है, you know? हम सब ऐसे बदन साफ करते तो पानी उड़ता है, यहाँ वहां पे स्प्लैश हो जाता है. तो तभी भी स्प्लैश हो गया और कुछ बूंदे थी पानी की, वो रक्षमबाल के शरीर के ऊपर गिरी. रक्षमबाल was so angry. She said, you are from low caste, you are from low background, your birth is very low, and you are throwing that water on me. I'm a Brahmana, I'm purified, and your jhuta water is coming on me. And she started giving all kinds of galis. And she felt very sad. The wife of Mahapurna, she felt very sad. She went to husband and she said, हमको अभी हमारे गांव जाना चाहिए. Let's go again to Sri Rangam. Now enough of staying in the house of Ramanujacharya. So Mahapurna also said, let's leave. And then when Ramanujacharya came to know about this, he was so furious. He was so furious. He was thinking, how can someone insult my guru? How can someone insult my guru? Mahapurana is my guru. And his wife is being insulted. So he felt very sad. What did he did, he wrote a letter. That time there were no SMS, there were no emails, there were no post. So what he did, he wrote a letter. And in that letter, he wrote that, my dear Rakshambal, I am your father. After many, many years, I am writing this letter to you. So he was writing a letter as if he was the father of Rakshambal. So he said, come to my home, come to your home. Apne maike aa jao. Come to your mother's home, father's home. And we will enjoy here. So what he did, Ramanujacharya gave that letter to one poor man. And he told, jao, ye jo letter hai, gave it to my wife. So Rakshambal saw that later. She was so happy. Oh, mere ghar se, mere maike se, from my mother's home, this letter has come. She was so happy, and she started asking Ramanuja. Actually, that letter was written by Ramanuja only. He started asking, Ramanujacharya, let's go to our home. My father is calling me. Let's go. So he said, actually, I'm busy. I will join you after a few days. You go. So she was so happy, and she packed her luggage and went to the father's home. Right? And then he took a sannyas. He took a sannyas letter. Now, when he took a sannyas, he came back to Srirangam and he started staying there. Then he also had many, many disciples. He was preaching Bhagavad Gita's philosophy. He was going everywhere to preach. He was telling everyone to chant Krishna's name. He was inspiring everyone to do kirtan, to read Bhagavad Gita, right? And he had one nice disciple. His name was Dasharathi. What was his name? Dasharathi. So Dasharathi was a very powerful man. He was a very powerful disciple. His intelligence was, like a superhuman. He would remember many, many shlokas, and he had by-hearted whole Gita. He was very basically intelligent man, intelligent disciple, intelligent devotee, right? But Ramanuja thought that he is very proud of his knowledge. He's very puffed up. So Ramanuja said, let's teach him a lesson. So once it so happened that Mahapurana's daughter, her name was Atulai. There is no need to remember the names, but just I'm telling. So she came to Ramanujacharya and she said, I have some problem at my home. Please arrange water and arrange cooking facility at my home. She was a daughter of the Guru. So she had that command. She had that power to ask Ramanuja. Ramanujacharya was Guru that time, very big Guru. Right? But still she came and said, okay, I want someone to serve in the kitchen. I want some maid servant. So Ramanujacharya said, take Dasharathi with you. And Dasharathi was sannyasi. So he understood, my guru is taking my test. Have you seen any sannyasi or any brahmachari or any sadhu working someone's maid? No. They may be working in some ashrama or maybe somewhere in the mutt, but they will not work in somebody's house as a maid. But that order was given to Dasharathi. So he went and he started cooking. He started making chapati, he started making sabji, and so many things he was doing. Once upon a time, it so happened that Atulai called for one Brahman to speak on Srimad Bhagavatam, Krishna stories. So that Panditji was sitting and he was narrating Srimad Bhagavatam, right? He was telling Krishna's story. But the Dashrati who was sitting inside, he was making chapatis. He was making chapati. And Dashrati heard few shlokas from Srimad Bhagavatam, which was recited by that Panditji. But he thought he's reciting wrongly. He's reciting foolishly. He's not giving proper explanations. So Dashrati who was making chapati, he started singing that verse. And when Panditji heard that verse, he told, "Arey कौन है रे बाबा इधर? कौन आया है इधर? इतना अच्छी तरीके से गा रहा है और इतना अच्छी तरीके से उसका मीनिंग भी बता रहा है. Who is that person?" And then he came to know that that time Dashrati was wearing a different cloth, so nobody could recognize him. But then this Panditji said, "Oh my God, you are Dashrati, you are a disciple of Ramanujacharya. What you are doing here? You are such a popular man, you are such a clever man, intelligent disciple, you are Bhakta, and what are you doing? Go to Ramanujacharya again. You are serving as a maid." So what we learn from this story is that we have to give up our pride. If you want some knowledge, especially spiritual knowledge, आध्यात्मिक ज्ञान यदि आपको चाहिए, तो आपको आपका अहंकार जो है दूर रखना पड़ेगा इस दाशरथी की तरह. दाशरथी ने ये नहीं सोचा कि मेरे को सब आता है, राइट? मेरे को सब कुछ पता है, मेरे को सब शास्त्र पता है, मेरे को सब कुछ पता है, मैं नहीं काम करूंगा उसके घर पे. Did he say like that? No, he said, "Okay, my guru is saying to do this, I will go and I will make chapatis." Right? He said, "No problem, I'll fetch the water." He knew all the scripture, but still he did that seva just to show that hearing from guru is very important, right? Guru's instructions are very important. Once guru told you to do that, you have to do that. That was the humility. So, so the Ramanujacharya's disciples were increasing, and he had famous disciples like Dashrati, right? They were making many disciples. So his popularity was increasing day by day, right? His popularity was increasing day by day. So just common thing, if you see in this world, that when popularity increases, then what happens? Your enemies also will increase, right? Your enemies will also increase. As your popularity, as your money, as your fame increases, your enemies will increase. So one Brahmana was there. He used to serve Sri Ranganath Swami, and he started becoming envious of Ramanuja. He started saying, "Ramanujacharya is getting famous, I am not getting any fame, so I will kill him." So what he did, he devised a plan. And what was the plan? In the plan, he mixed very dangerous poison in the Charanamrita. Do you know what is Charanamrita? Charanamrita means भगवान का अभिषेक होने के बाद जो पानी होता है, दूध होता है, उसको कहते हैं चरणामृत. चरण का अमृत, भगवान के चरण धोने के बाद जो भी पानी आया है उसको कहते हैं चरणामृत. So he was thinking, मैं ये चरणामृत में जहर डाल दूंगा और रामानुजाचार्य को पिला दूंगा. So Ramanujacharya in the evening came to have a darshan of Ranganath Swami, and that time this Brahman was sitting. So he just changed Charanamrita. He just brought a duplicate Charanamrita. He kept in front of Ramanujacharya and said, "Dear Guruji, please have this Charanamrita." And Ramanujacharya knew what this person is doing, but he said, "I have faith in Ranganath Swami. This is the Charanamrita of Ranganath Swami. I cannot reject it." So he just had, ऐसे पकड़ते हैं ना हम चरणामृत, तो ऐसे किया हाथ, और ब्राह्मण ने वो चरणामृत डाला, and then he just drank it. He just drank it. Now Brahmana was so happy. His desire was to kill Ramanuja, because Ramanujacharya was becoming famous. He was getting popular. Okay. So then Brahmana was thinking, abhi marenge, tabhi marenge, kabhi marenge, was started thinking. But Ramanujacharya was completely protected by Lord Ranganath because of his faith. Right? He had so strong faith. यदि मैं भगवान का चरणामृत लूंगा तो उसमें कुछ भी हो, मुझे फर्क नहीं पड़ता, मुझे कुछ होने नहीं वाला. And that's how he was protected. We saw that so many times he was protected, and in the future also we will see that he will be protected by Ranganath Swami. Let's go ahead. Meeting Yagyesh and Varadacharya. He had so many disciples, and we will learn so many pastimes about his disciples also. And we will learn the main important lesson. For example, from Dashrathi, we learn humility. Humility is important. You should not say, अरे झाड़ू मारने का काम ना मैं नहीं करूंगा, मेरे को सब पता है, भगवद गीता आता है, ये सब आता है, मैं नहीं झाड़ू मारूंगा. नहीं, करना पड़ेगा. यदि आपको गुरु ने बताया है तो करना पड़ेगा. Right? So once upon a time, Ramanujacharya was on the tour with his many disciples. Right? So he reached at one place, and then he realized, hey, here 2 of my disciples lives. There lives a Yagyesh, and that side lives a Varadacharya. Yagyesh is very rich man, Ramanujacharya thought. I mean, he was very rich man. Yagyesh was very rich, but Varadacharya was really poor man. 2 time के खाने के भी लाले थे. There was no food at his home. Yagyesh was very rich. So Ramanujacharya, what he did, he told all the disciples, go to Yagyesh and tell him Ramanujacharya is coming. So all the disciples went and they informed Yagyesh, Ramanujacharya is coming, your guru is coming, make all the preparation. So Yagyesh was so happy. Oh my God, Ramanujacharya, my guru is coming. He completely forgot about Atithi Satkar of his disciples. Those who came to inform about the arrival of Guru, he neglected them. He did not ask the water to them. Right? यदि कोई हमारे घर पे आता है तो पहले पूछना चाहिए ना कि पानी चाहिए क्या. He didn't ask. He was so happy. He was so elated. He was just saying कि आज मैं ये बनाऊंगा मेरे गुरु के लिए, ये बनाऊंगा, वो बनाऊंगा, हम ये खाएंगे, वो खाएंगे. हाँ, मैं गुरु को ये दूंगा, मैं ये इनको इतना अच्छा प्रसाद बना के खिलाऊंगा. He was just thinking about his guru, but not the disciples of his guru. So Ramanujacharya didn't went to his home. He didn't go to his home. Right? He said, because he has not given similar respect to my disciples, I'll not go to his home. So Ramanujacharya didn't go to his home. But on the other side, he sent few other disciples to Varadacharya, and that time Varadacharya was not at home. His wife, I think her name was Annapurna, she was at home. So she was very happy. She said, okay, Ramanujacharya is coming. Please sit at home. I'll get some water for you. So disciples felt so happy. अरे उसके पास कुछ है भी नहीं, पर वो फिर भी हमको बोली घर में बैठो, पानी पी के जाओ, थोड़ा रेस्ट करो. Right? She said, आप थोड़ा बैठो, मैं आपके लिए पानी लाती हूँ. And she gave some water. And they were so happy. So they told to Annapurna, we are coming after some time. You make, nice bhoga for our Guru Maharaj Ramanuja. She said, yes, I will do that. And then the disciples came to Ramanuja. Ramanuja said, kaisa bartav kiya? How did she behave with you? Tell me. And then disciples said, oh, she was such a gentle lady. She gave us water. She was not having anything, but she was so happy after looking at us. Then Ramanujacharya said, yes, we will go to her home because she has respected my disciples. तो बहुत बार ऐसा होता है ना, we respect the big people, but we ignore, small peoples. Respecting God, respecting Guru is very easy, but respecting, small people, common people, very difficult. But then God is pleased with us when we respect everyone. And that's why Panditaha Samadarshinaha. Krishna is saying in the Bhagavad Gita, look everyone with the equal vision. So now Annapurna started thinking कि अरे अपने घर में कुछ है ही नहीं खाने के लिए. what should I do? Now the Guru Maharaj will be coming after few hours. How should I make food? And that time, actually her husband had gone to, beg some food, right? Her husband had gone to beg some food and he had not come. So she was thinking, अभी क्या करूं, अभी क्या करूं, और इतने सारे शिष्य हैं, कैसे उनको खाना खिलाऊं? Then she remembered कि there is one grocer, right? Grocery wala, kirana wala. There is one person and he has all the ingredients. He can give me. But then she thought, अरे मेरे पास पैसे ही नहीं है, पैसे ही नहीं है तो क्यों देगा वो, right? So, but she remembered once upon a time when she had gone to fetch some groceries, to get some groceries from that grocer. That grocer was very lusty man. He was a very weird man. Once while she was, taking grocery from him, what he said, why are you living with your husband Vardacharya? Get married to me. I will keep you happy. Give up that husband. Just, stay with me, marry with me. I will give you all happiness. But then she said, wow, how can I marry with you? I'm already married. And I'm a chaste lady. I cannot marry with you. And she ran away from there. But now she remembered that if I go to him and I ask him, yes, I will marry with you, please give me grocery, will he give? So she ran to her and she asked, my Guru Maharaj is coming today. I will marry with you, but please give me some ingredients. That grocer was so happy. He said, okay, you will marry with me? Take whatever you want. So he gave all kinds of groceries to her and she got that groceries. She made nice food out of that. Then that food was offered to Lord Vishnu, Shaligram Shila, and then the Ramanujacharya with disciple, he came. He sat, and that lady was so happy. Annapurna was so happy. She was serving everyone, and she was telling, please take more, please take more, please take more. And Ramanujacharya was very happy. His stomach was completely filled. He said, I am completely satisfied, and my disciples are also completely satisfied. And that time, who came? Vardacharya came. He was shocked. He offered obeisances to his guru, but then he asked to his wife, अरे हमारे घर में तो कुछ था ही नहीं, आपने लाया कहाँ से? Didn't had a single grain at our home. How did you get everything? And that time, wife started crying. She started crying bitterly. Everything was happening in the bedroom. He started crying in the bedroom. He said, my dear husband, I'm really sorry, but I was not having any other option. And Ramanujacharya was hearing everything. Ramanujacharya was keeping his ears on the door. He was hearing everything what that lady is saying. That lady was saying, my dear husband Vardacharya, I'm really sorry. Today I went to the grocer and I told him that I am going to marry you. Please give me some ingredients because I want to serve my guru. Right? I will marry you. So today I'm going to marry that lusty, that goon, that gunda, grocery wala. Because पैसे नहीं थे तो उससे लेने पड़े मुझे, और अभी लेने पड़े तो कुछ देना भी पड़ेगा, तो मुझको उससे शादी करनी पड़ेगी. So मुझे माफ कर दो Vardacharya, I am leaving you. And Vardacharya also started crying. He said, you are such a chaste lady, and I don't know that I will get your association again. So both were crying. And then immediately Ramanujacharya went inside. He said, what is happening? Tell me. So the whole story was narrated. Ramanujacharya said, don't worry. Nothing will happen. Just give my Mahaprasad. My Mahaprasad, whatever things I have eaten, just give that Mahaprasad to that grocery wala, that grocer. So that Mahaprasad was given to that grocer, and as soon as he touched that Mahaprasad, he ate that Mahaprasad, his heart was transformed. His heart changed. All the lusty desires that were hiding in his heart were completely eradicated. He said, I cannot consider you as my wife. You are my mother. Annapurna, you are my mother. And whatever you want, please take from my store. Don't shy. And he also became a devotee. This is the power of Mahaprasad. Whole heart transformation was there. Right? First of all, he was thinking, I want to marry Annapurna. I want to marry Annapurna. Right? That's why he gave all the groceries. But then when he ate the Mahaprasad of Ramanujacharya, his heart was transformed and he said, Annapurna, you are my mother. Forgive me that I saw you with my lusty eyes. Forgive me. And that's how, we understand that Guru and Krishna, they don't need money. Yagyesh had all kind of money. He was very rich man. But where Guru went? Varadacharya. Why? Because Varadacharya's wife respected everyone. Yagyesh neglected the disciples of Ramanujacharya. He was just thinking in the mind, mere guru, mere guru, mere guru, mere guru. अरे मेरे गुरु ठीक है, पर जो गुरु के साथ आए हैं उनका क्या? Right? So they have to respect everyone. And let's go ahead. Now Ramanujacharya started his journey. Basically, sannyasi means what? Sannyasi means one who keeps traveling. Right? One who keeps traveling. So Ramanujacharya went to Kashmir, and as he had promised to his guru Yamuna that I will write a Shri Bhashya. So he went there and he wrote a Shri Bhashya. Right? From the book named as a Bodhayana Vritti. Right? We'll not go into the detail, but he wrote. Right? Okay, now this is an amazing story. This is too good story. I love this story. This is my all-time favorite story. So once, in the South Indian temples, if you see, they have two deities. They have two gods. One god is in the temple, right? And other god, he comes out every evening. He comes out every evening, and it is called the Utsav Murti. Right? It is called as the Utsav Murti. Utsav matlab festival deity. Right? So once upon a time, he was just observing the Utsav Murti's grand procession. भगवान को पालकी में बिठा के लेके जा रहे थे, आप देख रहे हैं चित्र में, राइट? लेके जा रहे थे, बहुत सारे लोग थे वहां पे, मृदंग बजा रहे थे, ताल बजा रहे थे और कीर्तन गा रहे थे. And Ramanujacharya was seeing, oh, he was so happy. But suddenly he looked at one man, right? उनका ध्यान एक आदमी के पास गया जिसका भगवान की तरफ ध्यान ही नहीं था. He was not at all bothered about deity. जैसे suppose मंदिर में हम क्यों जाते? भगवान का दर्शन लेने जाते, राइट? हाँ, तो वैसे ही जब रास्ते पे भगवान आते हैं, जैसे हमने जगन्नाथपुरी में देखा कि किस प्रकार से भगवान रास्ते पे आते हैं, सबको दर्शन देते हैं, वैसे ही साउथ इंडिया में ऐसे होता है कि भगवान को वो पालकी में लेके जाते हैं, शंख बजाते हैं, मृदंग बजाते हैं, बहुत मजा आता है, राइट? उसे कहते हैं उत्सव मूर्ति. तो उत्सव मूर्ति को लेके जा रहे थे और सब लोग दर्शन ले रहे थे. कोई लोग उसको चामर कर रहे थे, ऐसे भगवान को फैन कर रहे थे, कोई शंख बजा रहे थे, कोई पिकॉक फेदर से भगवान को हवा लगा रहे थे, राइट? पर एक आदमी था जिसका भगवान की तरफ ध्यान ही नहीं था. He was like a body builder. उसको ध्यान ही नहीं था भगवान के पास. तो उसका ध्यान कहाँ पे था? एक लड़की के पास उसका ध्यान था. कहाँ पे था? एक लड़की के पास था. वो केवल एक लड़की को ऐसे ही देख रहा था. He's so beautiful. He's so beautiful. I want to marry her. Oh my God, I have not seen such a beauty in my life. I can do anything for this beauty. Oh, just speaking like this. And what he was doing? He was holding umbrella over that lady's head. You can see in the picture. So all the people are, they were just laughing at him. अरे क्या कर रहा है ये पागल आदमी? अरे भगवान का वहां पे पूजा चल रहा है, उनका दर्शन दो। और ये आदमी क्या कर रहा है, एक लड़की को छाता, लड़की के सिर के ऊपर उसने छाता रखा है, भगवान की तरफ उसका ध्यान ही नहीं आने। एवरीबॉडी स्टार्टेड लाफिंग एट हिम, और उसको कोई हंस रहा है मेरे ऊपर, उसकी कुछ पड़ी नहीं थी। was not at all bothered about who is laughing at me and who is not laughing at me. He was just focusing on that lady. He was just saying, oh my god, she's so beautiful, her eyes are so beautiful. Can you imagine? No, in the crowd, if someone does that, you will laugh at him, right? You laugh at him. So everybody was laughing at him. Ramanujacharya said, who is this guy? And then some of the disciples said, he is Dhanurdas. Who is he? He is Dhanurdas. Then Ramanuja asked, who is that lady? Then disciple says, I forgot her name, but her name was like Hemamba, right? Her name was Hemamba. It's a very common name in the South India. Hemamba. I was pronouncing Hidimba. Hidimba was the wife of Bhima, right? Sorry, she was not Hidimba, she was Hemamba. So he was just looking at Hemamba, she was so beautiful. Oh, I want to marry you. He was just saying that words. So then people said, oh, this man is so stupid. When everybody is looking at the god, he is looking at the girl. What is this? Then Ramanujacharya said, bring that man to me. So some of the disciples went and told, hey Dhanurdas, come here, our guru is calling you. So but Dhanurdas did not pay any attention. Then one disciple said, and usko हिला ऐसे जोर जोर, hey Dhanurdas, अरे बस हो गया ना, कितना देखेगा, हमारे गुरुजी बुला रहे. Still he was not attentive, he was just looking at the girl. Oh, she's so beautiful, I want to marry with her, her eyes are so beautiful. Then one disciple, then many disciples came and they started, shaking him very badly. And then they said, hey Dhanurdas, our guru is calling you. And that time, he was shocked. Hey, किसने बुलाया रे? वो डर गया, किसने बुलाया? Then he saw back, oh, Ramanujacharya was standing there. Ramanujacharya said, come here, beta. So he came, he asked, my dear Guruji, Dandat Pranam, how can I help you? So Ramanujacharya said, don't you feel shameful? तुझे लज्जा नहीं आती क्या? Then he said, कैसी लज्जा गुरुजी? Then he said, Ramanujacharya said, अरे जब सब लोग भगवान को देख रहे हैं और तू लड़की को देख रहा है, भगवान का तो दर्शन दे, लड़की के ऊपर तूने वो छाता पकड़ा है, भगवान के ऊपर पकड़ना चाहिए ना. Now in this picture only chhata is shown, but actually he was holding the chhata, the umbrella with the left hand, and with the right hand he was offering her chamal, उसको हवा दे रहा था वो, right? तो रामानुजाचार्य ने कहा कि अरे आप भगवान को चामर करो ना, लड़की को क्यों कर रहे हैं? Then what he said, I love her. I love her eyes. There is no comparison in the world for her eyes. Then Ramanujacharya, what he said, he said, I will show you better beauty. I will show you the better eyes than this. Would you like to see? He said, yes, of course. If somebody is more beautiful than Hemamba, I would like to watch that beauty. Because I have not seen anyone beautiful more than Hemamba. Right? So if you can show me the beauty, the more beautiful face than Hemamba, then I will surrender my life to that beauty. I will serve that beauty throughout my life. I will not look at Hemamba after that. Ramanujacharya said, no problem. I will show you better beauty than Hemamba. Come in the evening to our temple, to Sri Ranganath temple. He said, okay, I will see you in the evening. And in the evening, he came, right? And that time, Ramanujacharya was offering Arti to Sri Ranganath Swami, right? And then Ramanujacharya said, my dear Dhanurdas, now just observe the beauty of Lord. And then what he did, he had a lamp in his hand. The Ramanuja had the lamp in the hand and he was offering arti to the face of the Lord like this. And suddenly there was a light on the face of the Lord, and Dhanurdas' attraction was enamored by that beauty. Dhanurdas was completely enchanted by the beauty. Actually, he had many times saw this darshan, but he never felt so much attraction towards Lord. But today, he was completely flabbergasted. He was completely surprised. He was completely mesmerized by the beauty of Lord Ranganath. Right? And he started crying. The tears started coming from his eyes. And he said, my dear Ramanujacharya, I'm really sorry I was wasting my life after Hemamba, but today you have shown me a beauty. This is the perfect beauty. Because after a few years, Hemamba will get old. And as she becomes old, will she look beautiful? No. But here, I can see the Lord. Lord has the eternal beauty. Have you seen Krishna to be old? No, we don't see Krishna with mustache and white hairs and wrinkled in the face. No. Right? Because Krishna is ever youthful. Lord Ranganath is ever youthful. So he said, today I will not go after Hemamba, but I will serve Lord Ranganath throughout my life. I will serve Ranganath throughout my life. I will not go after Hemamba. But then Ramanujacharya said, no, you should marry with Hemamba and you both should serve Ranganath Swami. And that's how they both were, Hemamba and Dhanurdas, they got married and they started serving Sri Ranganath Swami. Now, story is not ending here. Please understand, story is not ending here. Then for many years, they served Jagannath. And Ramanujacharya was so happy on both of them. See, Dhanurdas, what he was doing before, he was just looking at the beauty of Hemamba without bothering what others are saying. But today, what he was doing, he was serving Lord Ranganath. Such a big heart transformation. So we are studying the heart touching and heart transforming stories. First of all, we saw the story of wife of Paradachari, how that grocer's heart was completely changed. And now how Dhanurdas' heart was completely changed. Right? So spiritual process, the Adhyatmic Gyan is not only Gyan, it's not only information, it is a transformation. It is transformation. It changes your heart. Okay. So Ramanujacharya started giving more attention to Dhanurdas because Dhanurdas was so sincere disciple. Ramanujacharya was so happy with him. But then what happened, other disciples of Ramanujacharya who were like a sannyasis, they had not married. So they started thinking this Dhanurdas is married. He is Grihastha. We are sannyasi. Generally, Grihasthas are lower than sannyasi. But we see Ramanujacharya is giving more attention to Grihastha, Dhanurdas, and he is not giving attention to us. Why Guru is doing that? Why Guru is doing partiality? They were angry on Ramanujacharya. They asked Ramanujacharya ji, oh Guruji, you are doing partiality with us. We are sannyasi, we have left everything behind and we are serving you, but still you are not giving us time. You are giving time to whom? Dhanurdas. And who is Dhanurdas? He was Dhanurdas. He used to look at girls. Please don't do that. Then Ramanujacharya said, let's take a test. Who is great? May I know why people are raising their hands? Do they have a question? If you have question, We will discuss this topic for 5-10 minutes more, and then we will have question. Is it okay? Super. So the Ramanujacharya said, let us have a test. Let us have test. So then he told to disciples that let's take a test of Dhanurdas. Let's see who is great. So then disciples said, what should we do, Guru? Then Ramanujacharya said, go today night, go to the home of Dhanurdas and steal whatever he has. उसके वाइफ के गले का नेकलेस चुरा लो, जो भी ज्वेलरीज है वो चुरा लो, जो भी पैसे उसके पास है सब चुरा लो, देखते क्या करता है वो, देखते. सो व्हाट दे डिड, रात को जैसे ही सब सो गए, तो वो जो डिसाइपल थे, सन्यासी लोग, उन्होंने क्या किया, उनके कपड़े चेंज कर लिए और वैसे ही धनुर्दास के घर पे गए. और आपने देखा वो चोर कैसे चढ़ते हैं पाइप से, वैसे ही वो चढ़े और विंडो से अंदर आ गए. जैसे ही अंदर आ गए तो क्या हुआ रहता, दोनों पति पत्नी सोए थे, राइट. सो व्हाट हैपेंड, slowly these disciples went into the bedroom. Then they opened the tijori very slowly. There was a noise. Please remember, Himamba and Dhanurdas, they both were awake. They knew somebody had entered the house, but they could realize, I have heard the voice, similar voice. I think they are the disciples of my Guru Maharaj. I think they are the disciples of Ramanujacharya. So let them loot. Let them take all the money, no problem. So they were just making a natak drama of sleeping. They were not sleeping actually. They were just doing drama of sleeping. They were just hearing all the discussion between all the sannyasis who became the thief robbers. So they were looting everything, and they were taking all the money. Hemamba also did not protest. She was also doing drama of sleeping. They had taken everything they had taken, and they realized, hey, हेमंबा के पैर में सोने की वो अंगूठी है, और वो क्या कहते हैं उसे, पायल है, राइट, इयररिंग्स है, उसको भी निकालने लगे. धीरे धीरे निकाल रहे थे. Hemamba realized these are disciples of my Guru. Maybe they want money. सन्यासी है तो पैसा लगता है, क्योंकि वो कमाते नहीं रहेंगे तो उनको पैसा लगता होगा. So let them take, no problem. We have a lot of money. Let them take. So she was, what she was doing. उसके हाथों में भी अंगूठी थी, तो ऐसे ही सोते सोते ऐसे दे दिया हाथ, ऐसे रख दिया, तो वो शिष्यों ने सब निकाल लिया. उनको पता ही नहीं चला कि ये नाटक कर रही है. तो she was sleeping on the, जैसे कहते हैं ना हम, एक कलाई पे सोना, तो एक जगह ऐसे सोई थी. तो कुछ शिष्यों ने वो कान का वो सब निकाल दिया, इयररिंग्स निकाल लिए सोने के, धीरे से निकाल दिए. And then this Hemamba, she shifted herself. तो इधर के भी निकाल लिए. उनको लगा ही नहीं कि ये जग रही है, ठीक है. And then everything was over. They slowly escaped from that place and reached to Matha. And they told Guru that देखो ये सब हमने चुरा के लाया है, ये सब हमने चुरा के लाया है. गुरुजी आप बता अभी क्या करना है. गुरुजी ने कहा आपको अभी एक ही काम करना है, आपको फिर से जाना है. एंड नाउ लिसन टू देयर डिस्कशन. गो. उन्होंने कहा अरे क्या अभी क्या सुनेंगे, वो तो गाली देते रहेंगे, किसने चुराया, चोर आए थे, thief had come. But it was the order of Guru. That's why they went again, and they started hearing the discussion between Hemamba and Dhanurdas. What they were discussing? They were discussing. Dhanurdas said, मुझे पता लग गया था कि वो हमारे गुरुजी के शिष्य है, और उनको पैसे की जरूरत थी, इसलिए सब लूट के लेके गए. हमें कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता, जो भी जाएगा गुरुजी की सेवा में तो जाएगा ना, कि खुद के पेट में डालेंगे वो नहीं. गुरुजी की सेवा में जा रहा है तो लेके जाओ सब. तो इसलिए वाइफ ने क्या कहा, हाँ सही बोल रहे आप हस्बैंड जी, पतिदेव जी, आप सही बोल रहे, यू आर स्पीकिंग राइट. एंड दैट्स व्हाई आई वाज गिविंग माय ऑल द अंगूठीज. दैट्स व्हाई I was shifting from here and there so that they could remove my earrings. Then Dhanurdas said, you are very nice lady, you are very good. And this discussion were being listened by whom? The disciples who were sannyasis. And they were really shocked after seeing that. They realized their mistake. They realized this Dhanurdas is not a normal man. He knew we are coming, and we are stealing, but still he was giving because he is not attached. Who is the real sannyasi? Sannyasi is not one who is wearing the clothes, saffron clothes. Sannyasi is one who is detached. He's not attached to anything. So that the thing happened, right? And they felt very sad and they came back, right? On the second day, Ramanujacharya thought, now let's have the test of my sannyasi disciples. Now I took the test of Dhanurdas and Dhanurdas passed, right? Dhanurdas did not regret कि मेरा सोना चुरा ले गए, मेरा पैसा लेके गए. No, he was not crying like that. He was so happy कि जो भी पैसा लेके गए, whatever money they have looted from me, it is being used in the service of God, right? So they were not happy. They were happy. So now Ramanujacharya thought, let's have the test of my sannyasi disciples. So what he did, early morning woke up, and what he did, you know, सब ऐसे धोतियां सूख रही थी. आपने देखा होगा आश्रम में वगैरह से कपड़े सुखा के रखते हैं बराबर, सब धोतियां सूख रही थी. तो रामानुजाचार्य ने क्या किया पता है क्या? सब धोतियों को ना फाड़ दिया और चुपके से आके अपने अपने बिस्तर पे सो गए. तो जैसे ही सुबह हुआ, शंख बजा, सब लोग उड़ गए, राइट? और सब लोग उड़ गए तो सब नहाने गए. नहाने के बाद उन्होंने देखा कि उनकी धोती फटी हुई है. They were so angry, they started fighting. तूने मेरी धोती फाड़ी, तूने मेरी धोती फाड़ी, तूने मेरी धोती फाड़ी, तूने मेरी कोपिन फाड़ी, तूने ये किया, तूने वो किया, and they started fighting. Sannyasis, big sannyasis, they started fighting with each other. And then Ramanujacharya came. What he said? He said only one thing. He said, you looted Dhanurdas, but Dhanurdas did not speak a word. You looted his gold, his jewelries, his necklaces, his money, but he did not complain. But you people, you are sannyasi, right? You should be higher than him. But what you did? You started crying when your dhoti is toned off. जब आपका धोती फाड़ा गया तो आप रोने लग गए, काहे के सन्यासी हैं आप? And that time they realized, yes, Dhanurdas, his consciousness is really high. Dhanurdas is very special, and that's why Guruji is giving him a lot of time. ठीक है? Now I think we should stop here. It's completely exactly 1 hour, right? And I would like to take some questions, because today also we discussed many stories and there were many names. So I don't want to confuse you a lot, but I thought these stories you should know. These stories are our history, right? These are not some man-made stories. These are teachings given by Acharya, right? Teachings are given by Acharya, and we learn from Dhanurdas how perfect he was. He gave up everything. He just saw the beauty of a Lord and he was completely enamored by that beauty, right? He decided to dedicate his life to serve God. And he was not bothered about that gold and that silver that was being looted. He said, लेके जाने दो, कोई बात नहीं, हमारे गुरु के, हमारे भगवान के ही सेवा में तो काम आने वाला है. He was not bothered. ठीक है? So now we will stop here, and if somebody has some questions, we will take those questions. Okay, Niharika, you have question?